Do you get a rush of adrenaline just thinking about scrumptious goodies, or do you get that thrill just looking at the food laid out on the dinner table? But then suddenly reality strikes you and you realize that you're diabetic and can't eat many of the foods you love. Don't feel sorry for yourselves. We have a wide variety of diabetes-friendly foods that will make your mouth water, including foods that can take care of your blood sugar levels. Being diabetic, the first thing that comes to mind is to cut back on carbs. While limiting your carbohydrate intake may be a well-known diet strategy because it helps maintain your blood sugar levels, improves your health, and helps you manage metabolic diseases, that doesn't mean that you have to give up your favorite foods for the rest of your life. We have recipes that are the most delicious way to meet your diabetic needs, with a maximum high of 25 grams of carbohydrates per serving and loved by those who don't even have diabetes. But before we jump into the recipes, let's understand what we mean by a low-carb diet. Understanding the low-carb diet. A low-carb diet restricts the number of foods that are high in carbohydrates. These foods include bread, spaghetti, cookies, cake, and sugar, among other things. It's not enough to simply reduce one's consumption of these foods. Instead, you should try to switch to foods that are lower in carbohydrates, such as spinach and cauliflower, and try foods that are high in fiber and protein, such as eggs, meat, cheese, nuts, fish, and chicken. People who are trying to lose weight who have diabetes or who are at risk of developing diabetes and wish to optimize their metabolism, heart health, cholesterol, and triglyceride levels may find success with a low-carb diet. It is known that eating fewer carbs can improve the quality of life for people with advanced or metastatic cancer. Now that you have a fitting knowledge of what the low-carb diet is all about, let's delve into some fantastic recipes explicitly chosen for you. Lip-smacking, long-roasting chicken thighs. This recipe requires almost no effort. Another advantage is that it easily doubles or triples in size to feed a holiday crowd. Plus, it's simply delicious. Try roasted meat that's fall off the bone tender and has skin that's crisp as a potato chip. One serving contains 0 grams of carbs. For complete details of the ingredients and preparation method, visit the link in the description. Scrumptious low-carb broccoli salad. This salad recipe uses non-starchy vegetables such as broccoli, artichoke hearts, sun-dried tomatoes, and onions. All these foods are high in fiber and will help you feel fuller for longer. The broccoli florets are allowed to soak up all the creamy, smooth Greek yogurt toppings. Make sure to let the spicy flavor of the dressing soak into every part of the broccoli, giving it the most Mediterranean flavors and making this not-so-tasty vegetable the most appealing. One serving contains about 14 grams of carbs. For ingredients and preparation, you can visit the second link in our description. Stuffed chicken breast. A meal that you would be happy to consume daily. It is incredibly soft, has a wonderful flavor, and can stand on its own as a nutritious meal. In addition to being seasoned with curry and paprika, add mozzarella, basil leaves, and sun-dried tomatoes placed inside of them. One serving contains 9 grams of carbs. For complete details, you can visit link 3 in our description. Lettuce wraps with a banh mi chicken burger. Enjoy the deliciousness of banh mi without the blood sugar spiking carbohydrates and dangerous saturated fats. These burgers from Diabetic foodies substitute bread with lettuce wraps and use ground chicken or turkey instead of pork. All of the pickled cucumbers, radishes, and carrots help make this a fantastic dinner for patients with type 2 diabetes. The burger is topped with sliced jalapenos and a bit of sriracha mayonnaise. Use low-sodium soy sauce when preparing the burgers. One serving contains 11 grams of carbs. For complete details, you can visit link 4 in our description. Low-carb zucchini lasagna. This low-carb zucchini lasagna is a nutritious and delicious substitute for traditional lasagna. It is just as simple to prepare and requires neither pasta nor heavy sauce, making it the ideal healthy dinner. Zucchini contributes an abundance of nutrients. For example, a medium-sized zucchini has 35 grams of vitamin C, which makes it a good source of this nutrient. Previous research indicates that this antioxidant may be deficient in many people with type 2 diabetes, possibly due to high levels of oxidative stress caused by anomalies in blood sugar metabolism. This dish reduces its saturated fat content by using extra lean ground beef and only half a cup of cheese. One serving contains 13 grams of carbs. For details, you can visit link 5 in our description. Grilled salmon kabobs. These grilled salmon skewers are nutritious and flavorful. They marinate omega-3 rich salmon chunks and non-starchy vegetables such as zucchini, grape tomatoes, and red onions in dry spices, olive oil, and lemon juice. Add the lean protein and vegetables to skewers and cook on the grill for a diabetes-friendly supper that's both quick and healthy. These Mediterranean grilled salmon kabobs are straightforward, healthy, and ready in a flash, making them the ideal summertime family dinner. Serve with fresh vegetables and tzatziki sauce as a finishing touch. One serving contains about 4 grams of carbs. For details, you can visit link 6 in our description. Veg Lentil Tacos. Green lentils, vegetable broth, diced tomatoes, green chilies, yellow onion, garlic, cilantro, lime, and a variety of spices are used in these vegetarian tacos. Switching out carbs like rice for lentils may make it harder for the body to absorb sugar, which could lower blood sugar levels. In addition, lentils provide protein, fiber, iron, and magnesium. Tacos made with lentils can be prepared on the stovetop or in a slow cooker with minimal effort. Set a slow cooker to simmer on high for 3 to 4 hours or on low for 7 to 8 hours with all the ingredients in it. Serve in warm tortillas with your preferred toppings. It's simple and delicious. One serving contains 23 grams of carbs. For details on how to make these, you can visit link 7 in our description. Healthy General Tso's chicken. Try this General Tso's chicken recipe, which omits breading and deep frying, making it a healthier option for individuals with type 2 diabetes. Start with a lean protein source and marinate in a very minimal amount of cornstarch, salt, and pepper. The dish is finished with a stir-fry made of peanut oil, chopped scallions, dried chilies, toasted sesame seeds, and toasted sesame. The final step is to drizzle a mixture of rice vinegar, hoisin sauce, ketchup, soy sauce, and brown sugar. Look for low-sodium versions of sauces and condiments. One serving contains 10 grams of carbs. For complete details, you can visit link 8 in our description. Chicken Veggie Stir-Fry. Stir-fries make it simple to prepare a diabetic-friendly dinner. This dish has an abundance of vegetables suitable for diabetics, including carrots, broccoli, zucchini, and green onions. Skinless chicken is known to reduce saturated fat and cholesterol intake. And instead of salt, this chicken and vegetable dish gets a lot of flavor from garlic, fresh ginger, jalapeno, low-sodium soy sauce, and lime. Too much sodium, found in salt, can increase blood pressure and the risk of heart disease, which in turn induces diabetes. One serving contains 11 grams of carbs. For complete details, visit link 9 in our description. See, it's not necessary to give up all your favorite food to follow a diabetic diet, nor is it necessary to skip your meals. Knowing exactly how many carbohydrates you consume daily is the first step in making more informed decisions that can help better manage diabetes. Diabetes can be complicated, but it is manageable if you take the right steps. Let's keep the conversation going with a few more diabetes-friendly videos, shall we? Watch 8 unknown signs that could indicate you have diabetes, or 9 fruits you should be eating and 8 you shouldn't if you are a diabetic. Go ahead, click one, or even better, watch both videos to understand more about diabetes and nutrition. Are you going to try any low-carb diabetic-friendly items discussed today? Let us know in the comments below.